What a surprise to see you here! We're getting back planetside, ladies and gentlemen. Let's enjoy ourselves. It's another Rotato game, the flavor of the week for me. Oh, it's so tasty. I could play Rotato every damn day of the week! It's so much fun on this game. I love how the maps affect. I mean, I wish. Okay, if we could get. If there are any AoE 2 devs watching, maybe get us some map generation tools like AoE 2 has. Could you imagine? But then with like the bar building blocks, right? With all this interesting terrain and metal possibilities. Oh my god, it would be so fun. It could be so cool. Anyway, today we're on Rotato nonetheless, on another interesting map. No more Supreme for us as of late. No more of that. No more of that. So, no, no, no. We're trying to
Battle
learn, we're trying to
started.
get better, and we are today on the red team. Let's get into it. We got to take a nice spot. We've kind of concentrated a lot of OS into this corner, but we got to take a nice spot. The rows of mexes is going to be mine. And I love this little spot because look at this. We get terrain. Like nobody's business to chill out on. And I think something that I'm already thinking about remembering this game is that maybe I need to really employ more static defense on
Battle paused.
good positions like this.
Battle resumed.
So let's get ourselves going. Zero wind. Solars only. Solars frickin' only, baby. Let's go. We love to just be making solars. It's such a peaceful adventure, you know. You gotta reclaim him at some point if you're good at the game. Look at that, 450 metal that you can reclaim, making you 60 energy per second. It's a beautiful thing, folks. There's a beauty. There's a beauty in no wind maps. This is spicy by Bulk. Walking his commander forward, I like this a lot. This is interesting watching the opponent's plays instead of our own today. Bulk really showing us another interesting strategy here as he's pulling ahead in metal per second already on me. Let's see, yeah, I'm still going to be pretty late to these mexes. It looks like he ran straight to the 3.2, which is smart, because from there he can take these 1.5s. Let's see here, metal produced. How are we doing? How are we doing? Top to bottom, here we are at the freaking bottom. Wow, and so he's already rising above us. He's already a couple hundred up, and he's increasing quickly, right? Because he's now, yeah, I'm just starting to get this 1.5, so then he's going to be able to start getting his pretty quickly, probably ahead of me. I mean, I've just got my commander taking stuff. We're getting threatened, so I've just got my commander queued up, taking all these mexes. Got my couple grunts, getting ready to fight, you know. I figured I really needed to move my comm forward and get something going backward to get my mexes back there. Look at this though, Bulk also on top of it. He's got a con already back there as well. I'm impressed. Just this is a new strat for me on this map for sure. This is definitely the way to play this spot, I think, from Bulk, who is now at 14 middle of the second, and well, I'm probably doing a little bit better overall. Yeah, but he is, or yeah, look at that, 500 metal up already in total produced at 3 minutes. That's a bit embarrassing. Even look at this. I mean, he's even getting pressure put on him, but I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. As yeah, look at this. We're getting pressured to hell. Thank God, Commander, you know, walked up. Dark Green is afraid for some reason. He really could have. This is one of those moments where you just gotta appreciate the power of the snake. He really could have just done this terrain maneuver to me and really hurt us, but instead Stin gets to clean up nicely. And all is well. Whew. Thank God. You know, if we got leaked right now, that would have really sucked. And now I'm in this interesting situation. It's time to scale. We've got our Conbot from behind coming back to start scaling our advanced solars, right? Because that's the only way to really scale in this game. Just plopping down winds isn't really an option, and plopping down pure regular solars, I don't think it feels very good either. Let's have a quick appreciation. 370 metal to make 75 per second versus a regular solar collector, which is obviously 150 to make 20. So to get similar returns, you're talking about 4 regular solar collectors, which is then, what is that, 600 metal, right? But obviously you need to put in this 4,000 energy investment on top, which is it is a lot of energy. Not gonna lie. Stin is upset with me. He wishes for me to micro my units more. Hey, that's fair. I've decided to put down a second bot lab and eat the old one. This I think feels okay, right? I think again, I wish I'd made more BP. I wish two more con bots could have snuck out there. I think we really could have gotten away with that. Whereas, let's see, at the front we're making a con bot all by its little lonesome. I think the plan was to just leave it attached to the building. I think it's fine to do this, right? Just have a building build something by itself. If I was building it with the comm, I'd be just sitting there jerking it, not doing anything right now. Andreas under threat from Reclama and Aldo. Once he's going to be facing down this threat kind of all by himself from the look of things, as Lovsa kind of doesn't really understand that this is what he's fighting over. Not this rock is not an objective. These mexes are the objective that he needs to be contesting. So kind of unfortunate for Andreas, who's going to, by the look of things, be 2v1ing for a while, as I'm facing off with a way too dank here. Oh my gosh, wow, did Andreas catch this? Oh, he just turned it around. What a nice guy. I'm always so surprised to see people just turn their shit around. Oh, I didn't take this max. No! And I really sucked it up here. Let's see. So I'm currently at 1,000 metal floating. Good on me. Just taking my commander, plopping down some energy production because I need it disastrously bad, baby. Andreas doing his best. I mean, I'm appreciative of what he's trying to pull off with these thugs, but yeah, look at this really nice composition with the blitzes, the Janus, the whistlers. I think this could be. This is just so devastating, right? And go the Janus. No, they didn't. All right, respectable. Not wanting to be under the LLT. Also a smart move. You never have to be that aggressive, right? You never need to go under the LLT necessarily. Sometimes it's definitely the right move, but I don't think you ever need to push for damage that hard with expensive 300 metal units like the Janus. Although right now, yeah, there you go, get some shots off. 1, 2, bye-bye to the thug. Completely for free, baby, just a little damage. Yeah, look at this. Frantically making solars on the front. It's kind of funny looking to me, but whatever, man. As we now are starting to get up our advanced solars. I'm very proud of myself this game, and how I scaled. Although, I think if I had had this mechs running the entire time, that really would have helped. As Bulk, look at this. Wow, Bulk is just massing a huge clump of thugs. Way to go him. I mean, he... Wow, how much metal in thugs is this? He has... Let's see. He's got 22 of them. That's 3,000 metal that he's pumped into these units. Incredible. Way too dank. Is gonna die here. You really... Look at this. You really do not need that many thugs.
Commander
Thugs are so
destroyed.
accurate. They're so good. And I am super excited, ladies and gentlemen. This happened, and I thought to myself, it's tier 2 time. As look at this, first order of business, get the mexes. I said, spend the 50 metal on the mexes. As Reclama is like, maybe I should come over and fight this idiot over here, who is going bigly on my boy. I said, fuck this guy. I need to get this. I only have like 5-7 thugs.
Resumed.
And Dark
Destroyed.
Blue making an interesting call out here. Might be able to snipe Andreas, and it's looking like he's right. Andreas really microing his thugs on top of his commander. What a yikes, dude. If you're microing your thugs away, your commander the other way, you're chilling right now. But instead, all of his units fucking die, and now we're wide open. That was shit. That was literal doggy doo-doo. But what can you do? Sometimes you just lose yourself in the micro at the moment. And now... we see the enemy commanders start to swarm in. I'm removing myself from this tactical situation. It's a little bit too hot. I'm really trying to push my way into this tier 2. I think I need to be looking backwards, seeing that we're kind of overflowing as a team, and quickly building a little bit more conversion after finishing this and eating these. I think eating my Solars would be a really good idea right now. Enemy really allowing me to punish them. If I can kill Reclama, Aldo dies too, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I think it's time to commit, and I
Commander
was correct.
destroyed.
3 commanders down for the blue team. All by your boy Nami, fighting hard on the front, not letting off the gas pedal. The boys in blue throwing a lot of units at me. I mean, if Dark Green really not taking advantage of what is clearly space, but here's the problem though, right? Let's ride on board here. The map looks very scary. This looks like I might have a lot of units. He doesn't know what my shit is. And so he backs on out. Dark Red is fighting 2v1 now. It's unfortunate for him. I mean, he did this interesting calm trade play, like where he killed. Look at this. He just got to kill Light Green's units. So many of them. Now he's following up with some pawns. He could be. I mean, he should be thinking about tier 2 himself right now. Stin. He's got this 1300 metal floating. He's got. I mean, I wish he had a lab on the front, right? This is one of those moments where you're like, ooh, I wish I had a front lab. Because then you can make some con power up there, feel much better about that. I started making Fiends, was my decision. Fiends were the call, and I don't know how I feel about that looking back. I wish I had even just started, you know, I'm so aggressive. I'm so early to tier 2 this game. I mean, bulk is still a good, 30 seconds away. Even though, oh, wow, look at this. They've taken our little formation of mexes over here already. We're basically dead on this side of the map. Benman and Grumpslump have just fallen over. And Synthetic is probably going to be falling over shortly as well. It's not looking good for us, and I think these fiends are not going to help me very much. I think if I was just trying to mass Sheldons right now, that would feel a lot better. Because look at this, right? The fiends are going to go in, I might kill a Whistler or two, and then that's like a trade, right? That's like an equal trade if I kill 2 Whistlers for a fiend, and I don't think that feels very good, because if I had Sheldons, I could probably be killing way more. We get, what is that? Yep, we get 2. And we could have also suicided there and probably gotten more. And I start making grunts too. This is such a drain on my metal. But it definitely feels kind of vital to me at this point in the game. Like, look at that. We are killing the units, definitely, but we could have had 3 Sheldons shooting right now, and we could be making grunts. And I feel like that would just feel so good as we start getting our tier 2 mixes up. How is Dark Blue doing? Look at this. He's literally just letting this thing die? Question mark? That lost like 40%. So bulk, actually, very big misplay on his part. Losing 40% of his tier 2 is like 600 plus metals. That's quite a bit he just lost there. So that must feel pretty bad for him as he's now continuing onwards. And yeah, look at this. The fiends, I mean, they're getting the work done, right? The enemy is having to freak out. Everybody's trying to reposition. These grunts could be having huge impact. Actually, no. If they ran their face into the state to die, that's 4 LLTs, and that's enough. They could have run at me. I'm ever so thankful. I think these solar collectors on the radar just looked very intimidating to the enemy team this game, so good for me. The fiend is in, and again, I wish I kind of just self-destructed on top of something here, like just self-destruct. This definitely could have died with a little self-destruction. The commander is feeling pretty safe. Honestly, lashers are not that good against commanders. They shoot from so far away that it's actually pretty easy to dodge their stuff, and they get mismicroed a lot. I mean, even by Aldo here, who's pretty good. I mean, we've seen him. He's pretty good. He's 25 OS for a reason. Even he is kind of over-microing them a little bit, even into this LLT range, right? Even though he's just trying to contest it while I'm building it. And look at that. Purple, all of his shits died, but he got himself up to tier 2. Beautiful. And I think these boys must be in Discord, because yeah, they're playing it very nicely, right? The one guy keeps making himself some tier 1, and the other guy goes up to tier 2. No! Micro the feed! Oh, they could all die! And that's the thing. This is such a huge moment in this game. This fiend could be assaulting these assholes, these lashers. I mean, they're so slow, honestly. 52 speed. Look at this. The fiend is faster than these lashers. I could have been on top of those guys for the last. Oh, I could have been roasting them. Oh, you hate to see it. I'm too busy microing something else somewhere else, and now I don't get maximum value out of those guys whatsoever, in my opinion. Light green comes over to try and punish me, but honestly, I feel pretty good, right? Yellow has some units, Lobster has some units. We're like okay to hold. This is really the biggest problem in the game right now, where dark blue is now most of the way tier 2. Actually, no, he's really
Commander
only starting.
destroyed.
I think I'm actually rather far ahead as far as tier 2s are currently concerned, tier 2 mexes. But only for a while, and yeah, look at this. The light green guy is just getting to swarm over me now, is the problem here. We're hoping for maybe some fiends could have helped. Maybe if it's interesting to think about. I definitely feel like I underutilize things like these combat engineers. Is there any interesting like energy production besides the solar collector here? No, but it doesn't matter in a game like this. This is a no-win game. I think making some of these and having them build me some energy production could have been something. And then they could also make me some good turrets. Our air guy thankfully is here to help me a bit, as their guy is very very vulnerable. This isn't as good as you think it is. You really want these solars as tight as possible because you're gonna reclaim them eventually, right? Uh, but whatever. I'm not doing so good. That attack really flustered me. And but my answer to this game, just Sheldons. Yeah, let's just make some Sheldons. Oh, my commander ended up going down. I'm getting
Battle
some res bots
resumed.
out because that's my thought,
Commander
right? Just get some
destroyed.
res bots. Maybe we can fight
Battle
back
paused.
and go
Battle
from there.
resumed.
So let's see how this ends up going. We're getting up the Sheldon numbers. I think this feels great. I think the other possibility right now, if I had a mammoth, that would also feel hilariously good. I think I'd probably have enough. Uh, yeah, I have enough Sheldons here now where I could have had a mammoth out right now, and I think that would feel very good. They don't have good stoppage for it. I think two Junos, three Junos in front of your Sheldon ball really thicken it up.
Commander
And I think it's
destroyed.
something that people should do more because they're really not that much more expensive. I mean, wow, actually no, I'm wrong. The energy is really something. The energy is really something on these Junos, but it's still just 10 seconds of my energy production right now at 900. So I don't think it's that much of a difference overall, right? This metal cost is really big on these Sheldons. And so getting those thicker bodies that just do this very nice consistent DPS in front of your boys feels so cute. I've just made a stationary jammer,
Commander
which I
destroyed.
thought felt very smart. I don't like the Banisher pick from Andreas so much. I feel like if he had a nice Czar right now, he could really be running over these Mausers, but hey, woo, whatever. Yeah, look at that. The Banishers are still doing it. Looks like he's getting some good micro in. Oh yeah, very nice indeed. The Banisher getting good value though. See, but this is like what I'm afraid of is if it doesn't get value, then I don't like the Banisher, but it got some great value. So very well done. This is really like you're seeing the difference that the micro can make, right? Uh, Andreas thinks that I lost us the game. Gotta admit, I don't think I agree. I think he should still just be on tier 1 right now. I think if he just was in tier 1 tanks right now, like, we could still be holding a lot of this. This ball is really bad, right? And I think Sithic just got exploited as the lowest OS guy on our team. I think blaming me for this game is kind of crazy, as this lane just got wrecked, right? Welcome to frickin' Rotato, right? The old 1x8 this game. But yeah, I think if I had gotten my Sheldons up earlier, I could have had much better impact. As I mean, I got my I'm pretty happy with my tier 2 mexes. I was already at these back ones. Uh, he was only just getting there because of his air player being nice to the back ones. So, I mean, all in all, I was kind of keeping up fairly okay, but I didn't really push the advantage quite so hard, right? It's one of those things where I should have just recognized, like, I can just, I really need to get away with just taking these two mexes and then getting as much of these mexes in front of me as quickly as possible before I get a lab, right? I think it's kind of a memey strategy, but you could definitely go for just walking up, going as aggressive as possible, just plopping down a radar before you. Oh no, that's a bad idea. No, get your mix. Do what Bulk did. Get your mix, get a little energy, put down your bot lab, make some units right, because otherwise we'll get attacked like we did, and then we definitely would have died. So, another interesting Rotato game. I hope you guys are continuing to learn with me, right? I think this game, microing the fiends, so big. The little micro things make such a huge difference, right? How you micro your banishers, and how you micro your fiends, how you micro your Sheldons. It all makes such a big difference. I think if I was mixing in some some Sumos, that would have felt really good this game with my Sheldons. Right, they're the protector units against shit like these incisors and it feels so good, right? What is this? This is a 600 HP unit, and the sumos do have a DPS of 171 to 343. So I mean, they die pretty quick, right? Especially with some Sheldons popping off at the same time at such close range. So I think a little bit more unit diversity for me really could have helped. Stin got caught at the worst moment possible from the look of things as well. And yeah, another fun game. Honestly, it's so fun to get to play these cool, like get all the extra mexes spots. Not taking quite as much advantage of it as I really should of this game. Let's just do a metal produced comparison. I was still the highest on the team, unsurprisingly, but down 6k on Bulk, who was playing my mirror role. So not the best showing in the world. Not the best today, but we did our best. And it was fun. We had some good impact. 3 commanders killed, ladies and gentlemen. 3 commanders. It's not every day you get to kill 3 commanders in one game. So I hope you had fun with me Planetside today, and I hope I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.